Got my safety carrot. As we jump into our next game, Arkham Horror Mother's Embrace, you might notice a couple things. One, I'm a little clearer finally, because I finally sold off the Canon 80D and got a Sony Alpha 6400. So that's helping a lot, and that's a whole different setup. I got my safety carrot, like I said, so because I don't know if this is actually a horror game, but I'm assuming it is. I also swapped out my green screen for a blue screen, basically, so it won't reflect quite as much on my skin because I'm pale, and green screens like spill out a lot, and I couldn't stop it at all. So we're gonna try this new game. I think I got all my settings right, but let me do a quick double check because I can't hear any music either right now. Oh wait, I have them on silent. Yep. Excuse me. And I think everything is synced properly, and we should be good to go. But I've been wrong before, so I'll probably have to check after a little bit just to make sure sounds are right. But so far, I'm enjoying the new clearer picture of me. Now you can all see the horror that is my face. Crap. All right, new game. This is another Lovecraft-esque game, by the way, if you didn't know. Shrewd advice, yeah. Or a less beneficial effect. Ooh, that doesn't sound good. Hello! You're an investigator. Welcome to Arkham Horror Mother's Embrace. Who will be your investigator for this adventure?
Move aside, boys. It's my turn.
There's no time like the present.
I'm gonna turn that up on my end. But this will give me a good ability to tell how loud it is coming through the
Move aside, boys. It's my turn.
That's my cue to play.
Or not.
I'm ready to investigate.
Oh, there it is. It's only coming in this one ear, I guess. Alright, but it sounded loud enough. I may have accidentally...
I'm prepared.
I may have muted my... There we go. Yeah, I turned down my volume on my headphones on accident. Okay.
It's
Who do I
my...
want to play?
heed the Lord's call.
I do
It's
not.
my...
I'm prepared.
I'm ready.
That's
I'm
my
not.
cue to play.
I'm
prepared.
No, hold on.
I'm ready to investigate.
Biography. Given remains a virtual stranger to the me.
That's my...
Move aside, boys. It's my turn.
I like her. Just that general personality there I'm already kind of digging. Jenny, as she prefers to be called, is an elder daughter of my friend the Barnes. Despite her natural intelligence and all the advantages her upbringing provided, she never seems to focus on a single pursuit. She prefers to dabble in literature, history, archaeology, and virtually any other subject that crosses her path, never gaining expertise in any one. She certainly does not lack for passion or courage.
That's my cue to play.
I'm
prepared.
No.
I'm ready to investigate.
Are you? Speaks of Young's death and unlike his terrors,
That's my...
Move aside, boys. It's my
I'm
turn.
doing her. I don't know. So let's see. Initiative average, melee average, range strong, magic weak. That's okay. So she's physical.
That's my cue to play.
Move aside.
That's my cue to play.
I'm ready to investigate.
I see.
I'm prepared.
I'm ready to investigate.
That's my cue to...
Move aside, boys. It's my turn.
Hey, Justin. I swear I cannot hear the... I can never hear the alerts when they go off. But, oh well. Alright, so we'll do her, I think. Mental
That's my
resistance.
cue to...
Move aside.
That's my cue to play.
50%.
I'm ready to investigate.
It's my...
I heed the Lord's call.
It's...
I'm prepared. That's my cue...
Move aside, boys. It's my turn.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go with her, and we'll see how it goes. Yeah, it's my first time getting playing as a girl in this game. Woohoo! In these games, I guess, in a Lovecraft-esque game. What do you think of the new camera? It's much clearer. I have the carrot. He's here to keep me safe. Oh, but it looks like loading times will be a little bit shitty again. Yeah, that's what we named it, isn't it? It's Kakarot. Kakarot the carrot, yeah. The thyroid hangs up here on the mic stand. Oh.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Wilhelmina Tillinghast, Professor of Astronomy at Miskatonic University. All my life I have dedicated myself to the study of celestial objects. Most recently, I visited Louisiana to observe the passage of a comet I had observed for many years. I hoped the trip would provide me with the evidence required to conclude my decades-long research. Yesterday, you received my telegram requesting that you meet me at my house, just outside Arkham. And so, you've decided to join me in my mansion.
Dun dun dun!
Professor Tillinghast is more a friend of my parents than of mine, but she was always kind to me. I wonder why she's invited me to her home.
Welcome to my mansion, my friend.
I'd better ring the bell.
We're gonna get camera control. Okay.
The butler must have the day off.
Oh, how rude of me to make you wait like this. I wonder whether something's wrong.
There's a light coming from that second floor window. She must be home.
This is getting me the vibes of Deathmark. Mansion, light in the window. No one answers the door.
We single girls must look out for each other. The door's locked. I'd better find another way in.
Each scenario has a set of specific objectives to complete and to progress to the next scenario. These objectives are displayed in your notebook and are updated as you complete them. Press that arrow to access the notebook. Find another way in. Can I run? I can run. Can I not run? That doesn't seem like accelerating to me. The magnifying glass icon is displayed over objects you can investigate. Here stands the car in which you arrived. Before leaving, you should meet Professor... Okay, I see. Maybe I just can't run yet. The boxman at the first floor window seems to invite you to take the way inside, but looks to be shut tight.
It's no problem to reach the window, but it's shut tight. I'd need to smash the glass to get inside.
I hope you aren't thinking what I fear you're thinking.
What I need is something heavy to smash this window.
If she's dead on the floor, then it's even more Deathmark. As long as she doesn't have plants growing out of her. Some interactions with objects may ask you to choose the best action out of several possible actions. These are called complex interactions. The wheelbarrow stands abandoned on the lawn. Perhaps you'll find something inside to help you break the window. Inside the wheelbarrow, you found a heavy pair of bolt cutters. Just a thing for smashing a window. Alright. Anything else I can look at around here? I want to look. I want to see. I would like to run. The ornaments use roundabout circle. This is supposedly accelerating, but I think it doesn't work right now because of where I am. You see the beautiful flowers in the greenhouse. Professor Tillinghast must be a passionate gardener. The gate is shut. You came in from the other side. The countryside here would be lovely for a long walk, and the weather is fine, not like today. Is it raining? Or is it just windy? The basement must be behind this trap door, but you have no reason to go in there. The professor's waiting for you. Let's just break into her house. Alright. Let's go. Let's... Oh, another car, huh? Let's look at this, too. This is definitely Professor Nealing's car. The engine appears to be cold. I see. They put too much definition on the backside of her arms, so it makes it look like the front of her arms.
How dare you smash my window? I hope you intend to have it replaced.
Not my preferred method of making an entrance, but it does have a certain je ne sais quoi. Now, where are you, Professor?
Dead on the floor. Guess she walks a little faster in those heels. She's toned like me, that's why we pick her. A large painting of a comet hurtling through this night sky. It seems the professor's interest in astronomy colored her taste in art as well. A beautiful piano. You don't recall the professor mentioning that she could play. Judging from the dust on the instrument, you doubt she uses it much. So this didn't get a good score on ratings, apparently, but...
A broken vase. The professor must have heard it fall. She wouldn't have just left it here.
I certainly would not. I take pride in a clean and tidy abode, especially when...
I'd better find her.
If you're investigating and have the knowledge required, they will offer advice on the best course of action. If it's not the case, they will tell you nothing. Let's see. Shards of some fragile object now shattered lie on the ground. Perhaps it is a clue. An unsuitable action makes the mythos clock go faster. Oops. Through your investing, you can draw the attention of great old ones. This is called mythos. The mythos clock fills up each time an unsuitable action is chosen during a complex interaction at the end of the final round of combat. When the mythos clock is full, the great old ones will intervene and slow you down. Be on your guard. I see. A closer inspection of the fractured object reveals it was a vase. Based on its position, you think it fell from the small table nearby. Since the fragments are free of dust, you deduce it broke recently.
That scream came from upstairs.
That sounds like my voice. I must need help.
Professor!
Really?
Was that you?
Of course it was. Hurry!
No answer. There must be someone else in the house. I had to
Must
find
be.
him.
I ought to find a weapon. There's a thing right there. Certain events will force a sanity check. Each investigator mental resistance score determines their chance of success to resist it. When sanity reaches 0, the investigator in question suffers from a trauma which gives them a penalty. I see. You found a weapon. While searching, select the weapon by pressing A. With your cursor L and empty slot and press A again. Press L. Okay.
I suppose this knife might come in handy, if the occasion calls for defending myself quietly.
What on earth are you doing with my letter opener?
Okay, there's some charm in just, Is she rack containing what you assume are the perfect shoes? Chances are she hasn't left the house. You know the door is locked. It's a good thing that's not where you want to go. Okay. I get it. I get it. I was just looking for maybe a better weapon.
The scream came from this direction. I'd better take a look.
Stop leaning. It's not good for your posture.
The scream must have come from the other side of this door.
That's my office door.
Is it? The door through which you heard the first scream, it's locked. Alright, let's go find the key. Bathroom. Reflection gazed back at you from the scrupulously clean bathroom mirror. Bandages, a plain cloth bandage to bleed. I don't want the mythos will hurt me. Okay, it'll stop me from bleeding. That's good to know. I don't want to be bleeding all over this woman's lovely house. Child's room. Toys are laid out on the round, so carefully doubt child has ever touched them.
Who's there?
I'll ask the questions. Roland Banks, Bureau of Investigation. I'm on the job. Who are you, and what's your reason for being here?
What would a federal agent want with me?
She wouldn't be happy if I bled all over her stuff now.
My name is Jenny Barnes. Professor Tillingist is a friend of the family. When I heard her scream, I came up to make sure she was all right.
Seems like I'm on the right track. Something hinky's going on here.
Surely you don't suspect the professor of some misdeed.
She's only a person of interest. The Bureau has evidence that others are trying to involve her in some shady business. I came to find out what she knows, if anything. Then I heard the scream, too. Seems we need a key to get inside that room.
I like how their mouths don't move.
I wasn't prepared for so many guests today.
I'll help you find that key.
Winter Resistance. I first met Agent Roland Banks when he visited my home to ask me whether I knew anything about some strange group of people. He seemed to have a little more of vague rumors to investigate, and to be honest, I still don't entirely understand what he was after. Still, he seems honest, if not open. And he has broad shoulders and quiet confidence one likes to see in members of the Bureau of Investigation. He certainly appeared to be the sort of person one would call for help. They could have made this a little bit darker. It's all in my head. Among the ornaments, a key tagged office hangs from the mobile, but a clever place to keep a spare key.
There's a key on this mobile.
My files say Tillinghast has no children. If that's true, why would she need a nursery?
My parents always said that the professor's one regret was that she never had children. She focused all her energy on her work.
Oh, I can't say it isn't true. But I wish people were less prone to idle gossip.
You will encounter enemies as you explore. You can know which room contains enemies as a glow crawls from under the door.
What? Who?
An
Me?
intruder! How many people can I expect to break into my house today?
Who are you?
Listen, pal. You've got some explaining to do. Come then. I have just the explanation you deserve.
Teach me to fight. Combat is turn-based. Every character acts one after the other without time constraints. The order of which they attack is based on their initiative roll at the start of the combat and displayed at the top screen of the initiative bar. Okay. Each character has 5 action points to spend each turn. Each action has a specific action point cost. Once validated, an action cannot be undone except for movement. There are 3 types of weapons: melee, ranged, and spellbook. Each investigator has a different aptitude with the various weapon types. This aptitude will affect the action point cost of the attack. Okay. Sure. That was easy.
What's going on?
We'd better have a look inside.
That was very much a... remember to reload your weapon after each fight. You can reload from the inventory, select the weapon, and reload. Okay, inventory. You just do that automatically, huh? Yep, dead on the floor.
Who in blazes are you?
It would appear we're late to the party.
Wait,
Is that what you say when your friends say?
that's me. That is, it's my body.
That's Professor Tillinghast, all right. She won't be telling me much anymore.
We need to stop them.
Okay. Once you are out of action points or want to end your turn with a specific investigator, you can select end turn. Time to move. It does. How? After all the characters have had their turn to attack, the Mythos clock fills up. Be on your guard. Oh, you son of a bitch.
Who were those cloaked figures? This wasn't just a burglary.
You're right about that. Must be connected to my investigation. We better have a look around.
Oh. I just look. A deep weeping wound on her abdomen appears to be the cause of death. Judging by the wetness, it appears she was killed recently. You feel the spill, your mind shatter. Sanity check.
Poor Professor Tillinghast. Such a terrible death.
It's interesting.
Despite my age, I had much more to do in life.
This wound on her stomach, it looks like she was knifed.
No shit. The question is, can I change who I am, or am I only her? Resembling most of the shattered container, you see a flask that probably came from a laboratory. You can make out the printed words, Miska un Scilab.
It's so hard to find good help these days. Who left such a mess?
Those are
Yeah,
just
broken
holding-
jar, a flask. Can make out a few letters. Miska, Uni, Lab.
Okay, I just said that, man. You're
That's
not
hardly a brain teaser. Miskatonic University Science Lab.
share. This door is locked. You'll need to open it before searching. In the drawer are tucked various notebooks. At a glance, you find nothing related to the murder, but it's clear that Professor Tillinghast was in the habit of recording even trivial events in her life.
Look at these notebooks. Is this the professor's handwriting?
It is, but how would you know?
There's no useful information here, but perhaps Professor Tillinghast kept notes on this material in another location.
Maybe. What about in the clock? The clock can be ticking away seconds and minutes. I just step over her body. Oh, there's something on the floor. A large glyph has been painted on the floor, apparently in blood. You're certain Professor Tillinghast was deliberately killed above it. But they're certain of it.
Something tells me the good professor didn't draw that weird symbol herself. Especially not in her own blood.
My nice, clean floor, ruined.
Told you she wouldn't like it if I bleeded on her floor.
That looks like some kind of cult symbol. This ain't a garden variety burglary. We found everything we're liable to find here. Time to see where the evidence leads us.
And so, my friends set out to discover how I was killed.
She reminds me of the woman from the porcelain thing. Oh, look at that. The game begins. I think once it gets rolling, because that was obviously just the here, let me teach you how to do all this shit kind of opener. I think it might be a good game. Maybe better. The question will be better than the Sinking City. Professor Tillinghast was found dead in her home by what appears to be members of a cult. What happened? Let's see. Investigators are returning to the office. Let's go. I'm enjoying the old lady's sass.
Your search of my office makes it clear you must visit Miskatonic University. Not only did I work there, but the broken jar came from the university lab. Why did those strange men need it? Whatever the answer, you're sure to find it at Miskatonic.
You need to select a group that will continue the investigation to the next scenario. Excuse me. Build a group based on the challenge you expect to face in the field. Review the investigator's strength and need it in your notebook. Well, I would like to bring her still. He's logical, but let's see. I feel like it should be him since he's more logical. We're going to a science lab. But they both get to come, right? So I still want her at the jump. Fowler. Office and equipment. At the end of the scenario, all items you have collected in your investigation are stored here. Before heading out, make sure that you have assigned weapons, accessories, and items. Okay. Can I have the gun? Oh, I can take the gun. She's good at range, so do a little swapperoo here. See if she can use the gun. That would be nice. If not, oopsies. Because we're fisticuffing it.